I think the minute a child gets brought into your life, there's typically a natural, I don't want to say a slowing down, but rhythms that the child starts to create. And the rhythms are centered around mealtime, right? When you need to feed the baby a bottle or when you need to breastfeed, right? It's all cycles of food and sleep.
Right.
And so it naturally will attune a family to the importance of mealtime. And so I would guess my number one piece of advice would be to eat together as a family.
That's so nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Like to just create one time in the day. It doesn't have to be dinner. Maybe it's lunch because dad goes to work overnight shift. You know, it's like, can you find one time in the day when everyone can gather around food?
And the screens are off.
Yes.
What we used to do is when these times happened, I would ask everyone to go around the table and talk about something good that happened to them. And then we'd keep going and tell me about something good that happened to someone else in their life. Oh, Bobby got an A on his math test that he was afraid about, whatever.
Yeah, I love that.
And then we'd go to what is something you hope happens good for you and then for another. I hope Bobby gets an A on his math test tomorrow. He's so scared. To kind of bring the community to the table, so it wasn't just us, and there was some positivity.
Yes.
Because in the news, in the newspaper, on the streets, in the gossip, it's not all gloom and doom, but there's some negative stuff that's easy to almost get addicted to.
Yes.
You know, I'm mad at Bobby. I'm going to stay mad. And then
there's a fixation on talking about things that are wrong, whether it's with self. You know, I grew up this way. No fault to my parents. I love them both a lot, but it's like the focus was always like, my back hurts, or, you know, there's a problem that needs to be fixed. So we always would focus on the negative first.
Right.
And I think you're right. And I try to do this with my kids with like a gratitude practice, or let's say what was great about our day, or because when you energetically focus on things that are wrong, you're like, kind of, go ahead.
Yeah, and then dinner's over, and you're like a little hopeless.
Yeah.
Instead of like now you're washing dishes hopeless instead of washing dishes hopeful.
Right.
You know?
And what a lot of humans don't realize, what a lot of people don't realize is that energy is everything, and so the energy of that conversation is also getting infused into your food, and then you're eating that. You're literally consuming that negative energy twofold.
Totally.
You just heard it in your ears, and it got into the food, and then you ate the food, and now it's in your body.
Right.
So it's really important over meals to have positive, uplifting conversations.
And and it was a great place to learn about people's day from a positivity lens over hearing about people's day. And sometimes it's hard and not great things happen.
Yeah.
But if the whole thing is focused on that, it's like exhausting.
Yeah.
And their friends love to come over and eat with us.
Well, because they were getting fabulous food made by you and the
But they liked this conversation.
Yeah, the conversation.
And when I would forget to start it, they would say, the guest would say, Mr. Christian, can we do that thing? And I'd be like, what thing? You know, where we go around the table. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks for, and then.
I love that.
And then it was sweet.
So sweet.
Because sometimes I find myself, eating dinner, and the conversation can turn into negative. And then I'm like, not having a lot of fun.
Right.
I don't...
And again, even if it's not about the self, it's about the world, politics, you know.
All of it.
I don't even know what's happening.
All of it. And then,
Politics,
and then
the environment.
All of it. and
capitalism. I mean, yeah.
and then it's
Yeah.
like, oh God, what am I doing? Stuff has to be talked about, put on the table. All stuff. But it's nice.
Yeah, I would contend that not over meals.
I know, not over meals. That's what
Again,
I
if you think about it from what I was just saying, like that energy is getting into your food and then you're literally consuming it. So
Right.
meals, positive. If you want to have a serious conversation about the state of the world, that's after dinner.
After dinner.
That's couch conversation.
Yeah, this is the couch.
The state of the world is
Well, everyone,
what you make it. I'm filled with hope. I am.
welcome to the couch conversations. If any of you out there that see this want to come in and have a couch conversation, you can pick the subject. Just send us a note, and we'd love you to come in and talk to us about any subject, really, hopefully related to food and our environment. And we're not going to hammer anyone. We're going to solve it.